Assalamu alaikum, Imam Riaz.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Imam Riaz, please first identify yourself, like in terms of your position in the school and your jobs.
My name is Imam Riyaz Silat. I am a senior Islamic studies teacher at the Islamic College of Brisbane, teaching Islamic studies from year 8 to year 12.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. And Imam, where are you originally from?
Originally I'm from South Africa, studied in South Africa, moved over to Australia about three years ago.
I've seen you with some like Muslim groups. Like I use always going to mosque. Do you belong? You feel like belong to a certain group?
No specific group. Now and then we just go out in the path of Allah with some of the brothers that go for khuruj.
Okay. So with the tabligh?
Tabligh, yeah.
Okay. So do you consider yourself a bit Salafi or a man of opinion?
No, I think I'm a man of opinion.
Okay. Okay. So in this case, my research is mostly work with bridging the gap between sound arts. Music is a very big meaning between sound arts and Muslims, not Islam, because I don't think there is a problem there.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think? How can you tell me about your like music? What does it
Look,
trigger?
music on its own, as we all know, I mean, if it's got anything to do with instruments along with bad meaning and things like that, I know it's haram. But if it's something that got to do with good meaning, creating awareness about Allah, bringing people closer, trying to remind people about who Allah is, the beauty of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, about Islam, educating people, and done with the correct principles behind it, then it's a perfectly beautiful way of, and a beautiful form of da'wah, and a beautiful way of calling people and showing people the beauty of Islam.
Beautiful, thank you. Okay, that means like otherwise I can use music instrument and praise Allah and like do whatever I want to do, just like in terms of like I want to promote the good manners and promote the Islamic values. So that do you think that can be?
Yes, depending which instruments. Obviously, the one instrument that usually is allowed is the duf, and using that would be perfectly fine. Going beyond that with all others, obviously that's a controversial issue. Whether that's allowed or not, again, that's depending on the people that declare and deduce whether it's permissible or not.
Okay, you mean that there's some cultural aspects might go behind and change a group from a group, whether it's halal or haram,
That's
or
it.
strictly or
Yes.
like moderately.
Mhm.
Okay, do you listen to or practice any type of music?
Yes, I listen to lots of anashid. I enjoy listening to them, and I wish I could actually sing some of them.
Just with duff or
No, without the duff. I listened to some with the duff, but I haven't really played much myself or sang much myself. But I enjoy it.
So, Imam, you have a beautiful sound, voice when you are reciting Quran. How do you think you get this? Like, not everyone can recite or cantillate in your way.
One is it's a favor of Allah. Number two, it's lots of practice. I remember as a young kid listening to people like Sheikh Abdul Basit, listening to Imam al-Haram, Sheikh Abdul Rahman al-Sudais, and they were kind of inspiration towards me, along with the local Qurra in the area, who I would listen to fondly and would try and emulate and try reading like them. And then obviously later on when we did go and study, then we were taught how to really practice much harder on how to purify our recitation, what styles to read and things like that. Alhamdulillah, that has really contributed towards the recitation that I do.
So you think now from the other side, it's listening. It's not. You didn't study any way of how to recite or how to vocalize.
No,
but you just listened and then copy.
One is listening and copy. Also very, very important also would be to learn more about it. I wish I had the opportunity to learn more about the use of the mouth and how to say certain things from different areas of the mouth. Yes, when we're learning Quran, we usually read tajweed, and in tajweed, you're always learning the different aspects of the mouth, which letter is pronounced on which portion of the mouth, and the qualities of each letter and how they perform and stuff like that. Similarly, I think with recital and all that, it takes a bit of special talent, and with the talent, I think you need to know more or less how to use the talent from someone who can teach you where to learn it and say things from.
Okay, in a way, so you can use we can use science. We can learn how to do things with like formal teaching methods. Am I right?
Yes, definitely.
And Imam, there was a Sahabi, his name was Ibn Abi Mulaika. Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "ليس منا من لم يتغنى بالقرآن." He said, "No, he's not from us the one who doesn't sing the Quran." He said, "Sing يتغنى بالقرآن." And Ibn Abi Mulaika asked him, "If I don't have a good voice, what shall I do?" He said, "You have to try, and get until you get better." So, like that's supporting what you said. Like they should be now. Now it's time of science and communication and data and all these things. It's very easy to have shortcuts to learn instead of just copying and listening.
Yeah.
And especially in Quran, we need to be ourselves, like while we are reciting. Okay, Imam. Imam, you have seen what I've done here in the school, like last year, like some nasheeds, and do you see, have you been able to see what's happening there?
Yes, I said many of the lessons with yourself, and I think there's a lot of good out of it. Students could take out so much from the different dialects of reading, the different ways of pronunciation, and how to beautify the recitation as well as their voices.
That's beautiful. And also, we have done some nasheeds.
Mhm.
Have you been able to listen to?
Yes, yes, Alhamdulillah. I think that the students really benefited tremendously from all your efforts. They learned how to sing, but not just but learning how to sing, but to express themselves, showing emotion and understanding and really enjoying what they're doing. And like we said earlier, it can become a means of inspiration and a spiritual means for themselves and for their hearts also, how they can get connected to Allah through that.
It's beautiful. That's why I intended to do, and more if we stay. Okay, what I wanted to say again, I would like you to express to me or to tell me exactly what do you think we miss or we have like in this just from this performance, like as a curriculum model, we want to have a new model for sound arts. Do you think we can add something or we can take out something?
No, I think it's really really good. I think where we're going would be in the right direction. Um, Obviously, I think maybe marketing it would be a good way to bring about. Maybe market in a much better way. How exactly, I'm not 100% sure. But I'm sure there'll be many people out there, if they know about it, would really be interested in studying this and bettering their personal recitation and voice abilities.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, do you think that means, like, you agree with me, we can bridge the gap between sound arts and Muslims through
Definitely.
what we call it this curriculum model, like something to stand halfway between music and it gives some like art and people they can enjoy it, students especially they can
Definitely.
enjoy
I think it would be a good opportunity to use this as a means of turning young people and the young minds away from mainstream music, which we know is totally haram, and give them an alternative, which we know that obviously done properly is permissible, and something that they could relate towards, and actually not only relate to it, but spiritually be a means of motivation for them.
Okay. So, just a final question. Do you think what we did, linking Islam with sound arts?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Pleasure.